What's up, guys? Another video. Yeah, it's dark out. I apologize. You know, it's getting dark earlier and earlier now. I tried to make a video yesterday, and I made a video. I got it uploaded to about 50 or 60% or something, and I had a change of heart about uploading it because it's going to offend somebody, because everyone gets offended about something. And I thought it was a relatively good video. It wasn't probably the biggest spark of needed attention, but it's something that can help motivate people and stop people from being judgmental. And look past things, as opposed to just have a prejudged determination of an individual or a group. And I thought it was a relatively good video. If you guys want me to go back and upload it, I will upload it. If some people, if I even see one comment below saying, please upload that would be nice to hear. Anything like that, I'll upload it. But I had to change of heart because I know someone's going to take offense to it. Now, I apologize about the darkness. And, I think the red's scary. You're just going to have to... You're just going to have to go through this dark face thing, which is even more fun. Alright, so what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about... You ready for this? Masturbation, pornography, and things of this nature. Now, for my whole adulthood, I've known porn was bad for a man. Excessive masturbation is bad for a man. I can't really dive into the facts online for women because I don't really understand it enough. But I'd like to talk to you specifically on men. Now, you already know what the subject is. If you ain't ready for this, turn it off. Alright, so I'm going to go through a little bit of a checklist to make sure I got a bunch of things listed. So, one reason you should not watch porn is because what you're doing with your phone or your screen is acting like this event is happening in front of you. Now, if you haven't seen any of my holographic type mindset videos where I'm talking about how you picture things in your mind isn't exactly what's outside of you, but you are portraying it as being right here. It's like forms of empathy when you're visualizing something. It could be 1,000 miles away through a video camera and you're seeing an act of sexual encounter between whatever you're into. And what you're doing is you're getting excited for that, which is going to give you endorphins. And this endorphin rush is something that you want to mimic every time you are masturbating. So that looking at a screen is going to give you a sensation that you are not going to get, especially when you start mimicking that endorphin rush every fucking time. Then you want to do this throughout the day. Let's say you're having a bad day, so you find your little fucking safe space and masturbate, trying to feel better, get that endorphin rush. You're horny, which a man is supposed to be horny. Fucking men can fuck 30 times a day if we were able to, right? But there's other things in life other than this sexual fucking craze. I mean, sex is designed for procreation, and that drive to have sex is so strong that, I mean, it's an evolutionary thing. Sorry, I'm driving. It's an evolutionary process that we have evolved to the point where sex is so important for our evolution and for our procreation to have more of us and to keep the genes flowing, G-E-N-E-S, not the other genes, that it becomes this very powerful thing that takes over our mind, our body, the chemicals, the endorphins. A lot of things are driving you, especially as a man, to procreate. And if you're not going to have females around, well, what's going to happen? You're going to have to masturbate or something in your mind. You're going to be like, I need to do something, I need to release, and I don't want to just have sex with a random person just to get this out of my system. I mean, maybe you do, I don't know. But there's an easy scapegoat called pornography, which is right there on the device I'm filming myself, can be used to look up porn, right? And when it's this available and this easy to get sucked into a pornographic agenda, like you're adding this to a part of your day, sometimes multiple times of your day, 4, 5, 10 times in your day, you gotta do it. Well, there's an issue because you're filling a void and you're trying to mimic that same feeling of that endorphin rush. Think of a crackhead. A crackhead, when you first smoke crack, you take that first hit of a rock, it goes through your lungs, you let it out, that endorphin rush is enormous, and you want to mimic that over and over and over again. That rush is amazing, but it's going to go down, and then you want to mimic that rush to get that feeling again of those endorphins. However, it's not sustainable. So you're going to keep doing it and doing it. It's not going to be as pleasurable as it once was. Now, hold on, I'm drinking coffee. Want to get it before it gets cold. All right, so we talked about how easily we can find this porn. Now, why am I saying not to do this? Well, you have relationships, right? Because of this ease of access, and you have to generally be alone to do this act, generally. I mean, if you have weirdos that want to watch you or whatever, or help you with it, whatever. But generally speaking, the masturbation scene is a solo thing. It's a close my door and lock it and fucking do your thing, whatever it is, and watch your fetish. Now, the reason I'm saying that you shouldn't do it is a lot of things, one of them being your relationships. Don't you want, as a man, to one day have better relationships? Well, it's that misconception when you jerk off before a date that you're going to not have that sexual drive and the date is going to go more smooth. This is true, but you're missing out on a deeper asphyxiation between the two people, the relationship. Because a man is going to do more for a woman when that testosterone is at peak level. Testosterone is high, attractive woman talking to him, the testosterone is flowing. Therefore, he's going to be more of a man during this encounter. But when you lose this testosterone, let's say you just jerked off or whatever it is that you do to masturbate, and you go on a date, well, what's going to happen? You're going to be talking more as if you didn't have testosterone, because you don't. You're not going to have all this energy. What does a man generally want to do after sex? Relax, sleep, lazy things, right? You don't want to go run a marathon after some hot sex, right? Generally, right? So you lose all your testosterone, and then you are unable to show a woman the deeper parts of you. All you can do is communicate more on the level of a woman. Now, as much as there's perks in that, there's also that negative effect of not having that testosterone buildup, especially. The longer you go without masturbating or sex, the more testosterone you are going to have as a man. I don't know if they do it these days, but I remember hearing things about back in the day, coaches would tell their like football players, don't masturbate, don't have sex with your woman for a couple days before the big game or whatever, right? Don't do these things before the big game, because that's going to lose you out on your potential during that time of playing the game, right? Because you're not going to have that huge drive as you once did. As you want to have sex, that's the ultimate thing as a man, have sex, but once you get it, it's like, game over, I win, right? So you can't just be like game over and then start a big game. You're not going to have the potential that you usually would have. Now, we like to look at it as a habit. Oh, just habitual. Well, you're missing out on if you're constantly low on testosterone because of your masturbation. Well, what's going to happen when you're ready to have relationships, right? You're ready to have a relationship. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to be low on testosterone. So you're not going to be able to have the big joy that you would normally have, like, hey, the huge prowl of I need to get this woman. That's going to be out the window because your testosterone levels are low, and you are not rewarding yourself with sex because you've already masturbated, right? And you're constantly low on testosterone, and sex wouldn't be that big of a deal for you because you already get that release daily. I know I'm getting deep into this. It's only 10 minutes, but this might be another 20-minute video. Watch out. So, when it's habitual, you're low on testosterone, you're low on your reward mechanism, and you're constantly increasing your endorphins just to lose them. When you're with this girl, finally, like, you're not gonna really care to have sex. You're not gonna really, it's not gonna do it for you like that screen does it for you in your fetish room, because that girl is a real girl, a real woman, and she isn't the fetish generally, right? Whatever fetish or whatever thing that gets you off is not going to be in this woman, and this woman could be a great woman, could be the great mother to your children, could be. Now, of course, it's not every woman, but it could be. Could be a girl that you actually feel for and you care about, but you're missing a part of you with your lack of testosterone, with your lack of ambition, your lack of sex drive, your lack of a lot of things that would contribute to you being a decent, better man to this woman. Now, when you're not jerking off every day, every multiple times a day, or whatever the issue may be for you or someone you know, when you take away from this aspect of masturbating every day, you are going to be more driven. That buildup that you have in your balls is a contributing factor to how much better you can be as a person. You're going to want to work out more. You're going to not be as lethargic because there's a mechanism in each man, in your genes, saying, I need to fucking tackle this woman and implant my seed. Straight up. And that's going to encourage you to be doing things that women or your future children are going to respect in you. So you're going to be building a life and being more ambitious and more motivated with your testosterone buildup than if you didn't have this testosterone and you were lethargic all the time because your endorphins went up just to shoot back down. All day long, every day, this will happen to you. And you're going to try to drink coffee, get yourself up with some energy drink, some cocaine, whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever it is that you do to try to make it look like you're social and you're trying to be part of the thing. Well, if you're having sex all the time, in your evolution as a man, you're having an issue because that's the end game. That's what should be motivating you to get that sex. Right? And I'm never going to shame sluts or anything like that. I love sluts. No joke. I love sluts. But, I mean, there's a time and place for good sluts, right? Or bad sluts, whatever you want to call them. I never slut shame. So I'm not blaming the woman here. I'm blaming the man. So, if you have that drive to do more and to achieve and win over a woman, then the reward is going to be that much better for you. The reward is going to be that much better for the woman. Now, I'm not saying when you're with a girl, don't have sex with her. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is don't fucking jerk off all the fucking time. Don't masturbate. Don't get fucking excited from pornography. Even I've been to the point where, wow, I can fucking look at naked chicks. I remember I was in fucking, I was a cook at a place called Perkins Family Restaurant. And my boss was my friend. And we would, you know, leave work and get drunk and smoke weed and shit like that outside of work. And this is like when smartphones were just getting like to the level it is now almost. This was like 2011. Yeah. No, 2010-ish. Like late 2010. My buddy gets a smartphone, he puts it on the cooking line, and me and him are just staring at porn all day. Now, we're not jerking off to it, but we're excited, and we're fucking cooking and shit. I mean, that's the point of, like, wow, you're not even using it for, like, a real stimulation. It's like a T stimulation. You're watching a guy fuck two girls or whatever, right? And I remember he's just fucking playing this shit, and I'm on, like, the egg part of the, like, I'm doing omelets and fucking the meat grill, and he's doing just a fryer just to help out during the rush hour. And I remember just, like, we're watching fucking porn as we're trying to get out these dishes of food for dinner. I mean, that's how bad it was. Now, am I saying porn in itself is bad? Am I saying masturbation in itself is bad? No, I am not. There is a moderation to it. You can't be doing it for the endorphin rush. This is the issue. The endorphin rush is the issue because you're affecting a lot in your chemical balance, in your chakras, in your sexual desires, in your fetish. You're not going to be able to get off on a normal woman because you have a fetish. Now, kids these days, children growing up into the modern age where porn is so rapid to the point where fucking anyone can access pornography just on their phone, just on a screen. They have tons of access. Once upon a time, we had to fucking steal our fucking parents' shit, right? And if our parents didn't have any fucking dirty fucking VHS tapes or whatever, right? Or magazines, well, you would have to go find it. And you'd probably have to trade it amongst friends just to see the same 6 images, right? Of naked playboys or something, right? Where it's not doing much other than sparking your interest. There's nothing really wrong in itself, pornography, in my eyes. And just like I don't think there's anything wrong with nudists. I mean, there might be something up there a little loose, but I don't think there's anything wrong. Live your life how you want. If you want, you know, if you're naked and you're okay with that, be naked. I don't think, like, I'm pro fucking free the nipple bullshit. I know I'm not a fucking Democrat or a fucking libtard, but I'm pro free the nipple. Fuck this shit. Free the nipple. It's fucking natural. But if there's a stimulation factor on a child, like you're just 12 years old, your balls are dropping, and you're just fucking filled with porn. You can go into your room, watch porn on your computer. Your parents might give you a phone at a young age. I'm not going to do that with my children, but if you have if you're a child, 12 years old, and you're able to find porn, you're gonna fucking fill your head with this shit. You're gonna be less social in your environment because of it. You're gonna be more shy with women growing up watching this much porn that's available these days. It's gonna affect your psyche, it's gonna affect your sex drive, it's going to affect the ability to communicate with the girls your own age. Because you're putting the pussy on a pedestal instead of having the high testosterone buildup, which is natural, especially as a young teen, to go out and pursue a woman. Again, masturbation, totally cool with it. Pornography, totally cool with it. In moderation. If you're masturbating once, twice a week, it's not going to do much damage. If you're masturbating 10 times a week, more, there's an issue here. And this is what I have to address to help you guys. Now, of course, this information isn't fresh in my head. Like, I haven't seen the facts in quite a long time. But I'm giving you what I remember of the facts and what I know in real life is empirically true. Now, you might be saying, I jerk off 3 times a day, there's nothing wrong with you. With me, is what you're saying, right? I jerk off 3 times a day, there's nothing wrong with me. Okay. I can get any woman I want, I do a good job picking up women at the bar or whatever. Sweet. you're one of the 1% that can do it, get away with it, because you have that much testosterone. You have that much health. Now, most people, most men, are not very healthy. If you're jerking off every day, now, as a teenager, I can see this, because I was a fucking teenager. We all, but as a teenager, you can probably jerk off 3 times a day, work out, still have a social life, have a working life to make money, and you can do all this stuff. But when you're getting older, when you're jerking off every day, you're not going to have much energy afterwards. Not too many people are healthy with the standard American diet. Of course, watch my video from like 2 years ago called Veganism and the Standard American Diet, something like that. But I talk about how sex drive is also affected by your diet. I'm not going to dive into that in this video. This video would take forever. But the point is, when you're getting older, your sex drive is going to affect your health. So low sex drive is going to affect your health. Your health is going to affect your sex drive. And it's like that old Austin Powers saying from that movie with Fat Bastard. You know, I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat. So it's a cycle. And this is what you're going to do when you're masturbating. You're going to have a less of a healthy lifestyle because you're not going to be going above and beyond to attract the opposite sex. Because of masturbation, because of pornography and such, there's a bigger MGTOW movement than ever. That's men going their own way. If you're unfamiliar, just Google MGTOW. There's a huge movement on men going their own way. It's like the opposite of feminism, really. A little bit more logical, but anyways, the point is that I'm getting at is that when you're older, you're jerking off, you're not going to be like jerking off and go work out or run a marathon afterwards. It's not going to happen. Again, you could be part of the 1%, but statistically, it's not going to be you. So, kind of want to just recap here, because there's tons that are bad that I'm explaining to you of masturbating as a man, watching tons of pornography. You're getting the fucking excitement, you're getting the endorphin rush, and you're having a chemical change in your body, and your genes are getting adapted, and your habitual, your day, your agenda for the day is surrounded or kind of like around masturbating, right? Which is rough. This is a rough thing. This is tough to combat outside of controlling yourself. Now, if you are a man and you want to be better, at picking up women, well, I wouldn't talk to women relatively after you masturbated, because you're going to be talking as if you are just a sensitive woman. You're going to be put in that fucking friend zone. Talk like a motherfucking man. Talk like what a woman wants. A woman wants a man. So when you have tons of testosterone built up, this is what they want to talk to. Or else they would just talk to their friends, their girlfriends, right? So when they're talking to men, they want to talk to men. Now, you can be in the friend zone, and that's cute and everything, but if you're trying to get to that next level, and you're trying to better yourself, work out. Work out, get healthier, make more money, become more ambitious, be that in which women want. And I'm going to be talking a lot about this in my video coming up called My Message to Men, which is going to be extremely detailed, extremely in-depth, as in-depth and important as my Message to Women video. So that is coming, hopefully this weekend, but I might be actually drinking this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm having a few party things going on, family parties. It's my buddy's birthday. A lot of cool stuff coming up this weekend, so I don't know if I can squeeze it in. I'll try. I'm going to try this weekend to make that video, My Message to Men. But this is a huge aspect that I had to discuss, and I wanted to make this video a long time ago. But every time I try to make these kind of videos, something comes up. You know, I'll get a phone call, and all of a sudden, my video stops. I'm like, fuck, now I got to redo this? I don't want to talk about masturbating again this long. You know, this isn't, I'm not happy to make these videos, but I am happy to have some sort of positive impact on somebody who's going to take this information, and be able to understand the problems of masturbating in excess and watching porn in excess. So, again, moderation. You know, you can better yourself as a man in many ways. Please yourself. Be more rewarding to yourself. That reward's going to be so much better. Why would you, if you were to play 1,000, let's say you got money for video games, right? And if you win first place every single day, like in a daily amount, each first place is going to give you $10, right? But if you waited till the end of the week and did the one big fucking shebang tournament thing in your video game and you made $1,000, it's going to make the other fucking things feel inadequate. It's going to make the other ones feel like it wasn't sufficient. No, that's the wrong word. Like it would suffice, sufficient. Is sufficient a word? Well, if it isn't, I made one, alright? It's good enough for you. It's not going to be good enough for you as if that tournament at the end of the week, which would have given you $1,000 if you made first place, or $500 for second place, right? So you put more eggs in one experience where, you know, for example, if you go all week long without masturbating, that testosterone buildup is going to be immense. And you're going to have an intention to tackle that woman. That men going their own way thing isn't going to be a fucking factor. You want to combat men going their own way? As a woman, women want to combat this. If you want to combat this, I'm telling you, get men to stop masturbating. Trust me, they're going to need women then. And there's roles, all right? So women, this is going to be the last thing I'm going to talk about because I'm going too far with this. Women now have a new aspect to take the place of men. It's called government. Watch my video called Devaluing Men. It's one of my favorite videos I've done. Watch my video on devaluing men. Women have replaced men with government. Men have replaced masturbation with women. I mean, women with masturbation. So that's the new fucking bullshit. We need to combat this. All of us. Not just women need to combat this. Men. Because you're going to be a better person, you're going to be a healthier person, and you're going to fucking want to tackle that gazelle as a lion, as opposed to eating a bunch of snails. You understand what I'm getting at? I hope you do. So it's OPEX. I'm out. Stay tuned for more content. Again, if you watch this whole thing, please comment below if you want to see my last video that I did not put up. I had a change of heart on my controversy shit. A lot of my videos are controversial, but I'm confident someone's going to have an issue. I'm going to lose probably like 50 subscribers at least, just from putting up my next video, if I put it up. So let me know if you want to see that, because I don't care about losing subscribers. I care about putting the truth out there. So yeah, let me know. OPEX, I'm out. See ya.